All right. So, Jeff, Chase, I want to ask you, where were you before joining the program? Like, what was your biggest challenge that you needed help with?
Um, the biggest challenge for me was basically understanding, of course, what stocks to purchase and what to stay away from, and
Hmm.
kind of a guide. I started probably stock investing a couple of years ago. I dabbled in it a little bit, and I really didn't know what I was doing. I took a couple of courses, wasn't working, and then what Steve said to me made sense. And after his couple meetings, it opened my eyes. Like, oh, okay, that's why it does work. So, but yeah, before I didn't really do much stock investing. I've done a lot of other things. But so for me, starting out with such a high success rate intrigued me and excited me about doing stocks with Steve.
Got it. So you mentioned you've done some other things. Your land business mainly, right? And then, then you've purchased some other courses, but did you say they didn't really work out that well? How did those go?
Yeah, so it was stressful because I would see them, talk to them, understand it, try it, worked for a little while, and then all of a sudden just stop working. In the losses were too much, and
Hmm.
that's what got me into your idea of everything, and the success rate is definitely really high. So just it's pretty set it and forget it. It's basically, I mean, especially when you're starting out. Now I understand where I guess you're coming from, how you're doing it. But at first, I was just relying on your trades, and it was working pretty well. Now I can. Now I do need Steve here and there for questions, but I know enough that I can do it on my own, which is really helpful.
Great. Yeah. So I guess you keep mentioning like you decided to work with me, then it worked well. Like, what I guess made you decide to work with me specifically?
It made sense. Buying when other people were buying in their own companies to me made sense to me. I was like, wow, yeah, why aren't people doing this more often? And
Hmm.
so, it's people are investing money into their own company, it means something.
Hmm.
And following them is basically what we were doing. So it
Cool.
seems to work.
Nice. So I guess not sure exactly how to phrase the question, but like, did you know that Chase was going to be trading with you the whole time? Like, was that part of the reason you wanted to do this?
I've always thought about trading and doing something with my son, and we've done a few different things. We've done drop shipping. We bought real estate together, and that's really good. But nothing's more satisfying and instant than stocks. And so when I saw you talking about it, it just gave me an idea. I'm like, wow, this would be great if we did this together. And so we've done it together, and the first month was really successful, and we're hooked, and it's just no turning back now.
Nice. So, yeah, so where are you now? I guess how much money have you made, or what percentage return maybe have you made, and what percentage of
Uh,
this was executed by Chase, who's 15, right?
yeah,
Yeah, 15 years
Chase.
old.
Yeah, Chase is 15. He does. We look at the trades together and analyze everything that Steve sends over. We look at them, and then from from school, Chase does a
Mhm.
lot of them, and he's a lot faster than I am. Percentage wise, we're about even, but he's definitely a little more tech savvy than I am. So, but as for I'm not saying this for everybody what they're going to make, and because it goes up and down and changes all the time. But our first couple weeks, we made $300 or $400. We were ecstatic. We're happy as can be. And then the second month was we just really hit it right. We made over 7,000 the second month, and now we're in the third month, and the percentage we calculated was 75%. So which is unheard of. We started, probably about 60, 70%, and just slowly climbed up in the last month. And yeah, it's we're ecstatic. We're like, all right, when's it gonna not be real? But you know, but like I said, just like real estate and everything else, it goes up and down, and we're ready for that if it hits. We know we have a nice cushion now, so.
Good. Yeah, I'm really proud of you guys. You're like definitely the most successful clients. And it's
Oh, thanks.
so, and it's crazy that like Chase is doing it and he's like 15. I'm just
Yeah,
so
oh,
excited.
yeah.
I'm so excited to like see where you go in life. Like I know it's like maybe like a little cheesy, but like it's just so cool. Um, so tell me also about what you guys did on the ski slope that one time.
Oh yeah, so I got that notification that you bought, so I was like, oh, let me look at the stock. So I looked at it, it looked good. I just pulled out my phone. It was like on the flats, and I just got that notification. I just pulled out my phone and I saw it. So while I was skiing, I did the trade and then made like quick like $30 while I was skiing.
Cool.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and he pulled at the bottom of the trail. I said, Chase, where were you? And he goes, oh, Dad, I just bought a stock and I sold the stock and I made $30. I'm like, oh, cool.
Didn't
So-
that same day you make like a few hundred though, or was that a different?
Yeah, I think it was the same day.
Was
Yeah,
that also on the ski slope, or was that a different thing?
I don't know. I think it was. Well, I mean, it was the same day we were skiing. I don't know.
but Chase was literally skiing. Like he didn't stop. Like he pulled his glove off and he started
While
training
he was
like
skiing?
skiing with one hand. So, and then at the bottom, he sold. It was just it was a funny
That's
moment. You know?
hilarious. I didn't realize he was like literally skiing while
Yeah, it wasn't like stopping on the middle of the ski area. We were just literally skiing. It was in Park City, and
That's so cool.
yeah, he's going down the hill making trades, making money, and paid for our lunches too, by the way.
Hell yeah, there you go. Wow. So I guess what would you say to someone who's like on the fence right now? They're like, they've talked to us, they understand everything, they're into it, but they are feeling a little nervous or scared. What would you say to those people?
I think any new ventures, you're going to be scared. Whether when you're putting out money and risk and everything like that. I guess everything in life has that risk reward type thing.
Mhm.
The best thing that I can say is it's a great, at least for me, it's a part-time income for me. I'm not a full-time stock investor. I'm a firefighter. I have a real estate business. I have a couple of little things going on, but my son does a lot of sports. He's in school, so I got a lot of things going on. So I look at it as a part-time business, but very happy with, if you're looking, I guess you could scale it up to as much money you want to put into it as possible. But for me, my goal, and I told Steve right away, is like, I just want to make 20-30 grand just to take the edge off each year. And I mean, it looks like we're going to make a lot more than that, but that was kind of my goal from the beginning, and it's definitely performing. So we're happy.
Great. Yes. So another question I have is, would you say that I accommodated like your specific needs and that overall I was a good coach? Like signals aside, our coaching sessions, how were those?
Yeah, coaching sessions were great. Everything was recorded, so I always had those videos to go back to. Every question was answered, and the biggest thing, especially coming up on the second call, was, all right, we understand how the method you're doing. How are you doing it? And so for you coaching us, you told us everything from beginning to finish, how to pick our own stock. So if I left today away from you, I could do it on my own. But I mean, but then again, you need those coaching sessions because little things pop up. I know this is I think this is our third session coming up, and little things I write down that I have questions about. So little things do appear. You do need the coaching for that, and in anything in life, whether any kind of job. But yeah, the coaching's been great.
Awesome. Cool. I think that's all my questions for you guys. So thank you.
All right, nice.
Stop a bit.